So now that you've completed your skills assessment test, ask yourself, how did you do? You did okay, you did really great. Either way, don't judge yourself. These are just the skills you have, and you want to know what skills you're working with, so we'll know which clients to approach. Now, there are 5 skills that you need some working knowledge of in order to become successful. Now, I'm not saying you have to be an expert on any of these things, but it's good to have a basic knowledge of them. And if you don't, there are classes that you can enroll in, some free, some with Skillshare, some on YouTube that you can learn. Sometimes you can just go into some of these programs and just kick the tires and use the free and trial version to learn how to do it. So I would recommend for any 5 of these, if you're not familiar with these, that you become familiar. The first thing is email management. Every entrepreneur, whether they're a solopreneur or they're working with a larger organization, wants some type of email management. And they're gonna lean on their executive assistant or their virtual assistant to help them. Many times when you are an entrepreneur, particularly a solopreneur, as I have been, you are inundated with emails and you really don't know how to work in your business because you're constantly working on your business. You're constantly trying to organize all these emails, and sometimes you just don't have time. So as a virtual assistant, you can come in to help them flag certain emails, file certain emails, put them in folders, maybe archive them, flag them so that these are certain emails they need to look at right now, or maybe a later date. These are emails they need to respond to. Your role as an executive assistant, virtual assistant, I'm going to use that interchangeably, is to help the client organize their emails. So usually that's the first thing they see at the top of the day. They really want to be able to have some type of control and command over their emails, and you'll be able to assist them. The second thing is project management. Now, you don't have to be an expert at any of these programs, but it is good to have a working knowledge of some type of project management programs such as Asana or Monday.com or Trello. Now, this software, or any of the 3 of the software, helps the workflow. If you're working in teams, if you have more than one person on your team and you need to keep the team in communication with one another, so you will always know what project you're working on, who's working on it, and communicating about the start and completion of the project. So having a working knowledge on any of those would be very helpful, even at the beginner level. So if you are challenged or you have no working knowledge of any of these, that's no problem. All of these have trial subscriptions that you can go in and you can sign up for any of these programs, and they'll take you through a tutorial. Some of them have YouTube tutorials. You can go in and maybe do a trial workflow sheet so that you can have some type of knowledge. And again, you don't have to be an expert at it, but having some basic level of knowledge of workflow would be helpful. The third thing is CRM tools. So if you're familiar with Salesforce or HubSpot, these are tools that help clients organize their customer database, who they are, where they are, when they've done business with them, what type of services they're provided, when was the last time they communicated with them, who communicated with them. So it's having all their customer information all in one place, and that helps them track their customers so that they can communicate with them effectively. They'll know what services that they've provided them in the past, and maybe services that they want to sell them in the future. So that's a great customer tracking software, a great way to track customers, I should say. So the fourth one is social media management. If you're familiar with Canva, people use Canva in order to create these wonderful social media content creation posts with vivid colors and graphics. If you have a basic working knowledge of Canva, this is going to go a long way. I use Canva just about every day. If not every day, at least 4 times a week, because I'm creating content for myself, I'm creating content for clients, and it is just a wonderful way to not just show your any graphic skills, but just your design skills, just basic design skills. And I have an exercise in this program that will link you to a Canva